Hello, dear viewers. Dr. Harold Benson is back, and today I'd like to discuss a very interesting yet underappreciated topic. You'll agree, we're all used to the idea that health requires complex solutions, expensive medications, rare supplements, or grueling procedures. But sometimes the secret to longevity and well-being lies in the simplest products we see every day in the store. And today, we'll explore one of them. A small, inconspicuous, yet incredibly powerful product that can improve the function of the brain, heart, blood vessels, and even bones. We're talking about common hazelnuts and their relatives, walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts, and pistachios. What could possibly be so special about nuts? Many people still consider them too fatty, heavy on the stomach, or even bad for your figure. Some patients have admitted to me that they tried to avoid nuts their entire lives, fearing excess weight or liver problems. It was only after they began including them in their diets that they noticed dramatic changes in their health. This is especially important for people over 60. It's at this age that the body begins to require special care. Blood vessels become less elastic, the heart requires support, and memory is no longer as sharp as in youth. At this point, not only pharmaceuticals, but also simple natural products created by nature itself can help. Nuts aren't just food. They're a true concentrate of nutrients. Scientists call them a pharmacy in a shell. They contain omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, potassium, calcium, B vitamins, vitamin E, and powerful antioxidants that fight cellular aging. Today, I will tell you how nuts support the heart and blood vessels, how they affect brain function and memory, why they are good for bones and joints, how they help regulate blood sugar levels, and most importantly, how to eat them correctly, and exactly how much to get all the benefits without harm. To make the story more vivid, I will give an example of a patient of mine who, after turning 70, began eating nuts daily, and within a couple of months noticed amazing changes in her well-being. So, get comfortable. Today we'll explore why a handful of nuts a day can make your life after 60 more energetic, healthy, and happier. Let's start with the heart, the body's main engine. After age 60, its function changes. The heart muscle becomes less elastic, blood vessels lose flexibility, and cholesterol and blood pressure require constant monitoring. Many patients are surprised when I tell them that a simple handful of nuts daily can have a preventative effect just as good as over-the-counter medications. Nuts contain plant sterols, which inhibit the absorption of bad cholesterol in the intestines. They act as a gatekeeper to harmful lipids, keeping blood vessels clear. Nuts also contain L-arginine, an amino acid that helps blood vessels dilate and maintain normal blood flow. This reduces the risk of hypertensive crises and improves oxygen supply to the brain. A study conducted in Spain asked people over 60 to replace their traditional snacks with a handful of nuts. After a year, the participants not only experienced lower cholesterol levels, but also improved blood pressure. Furthermore, many reported less shortness of breath and a feeling of heaviness in their chest. With age, memory, attention, and reaction speed decline. But nuts contain everything necessary to protect the brain. Polyphenols and vitamin E reduce cellular damage caused by free radicals. This means brain cells live longer and function better. Scientists from the University of California found that people who ate at least 5 to 6 nuts daily had 15% higher short-term memory scores than those who didn't eat any nuts at all. Interesting fact, in ancient Rome, nuts were called fruits of wisdom and given to philosophers. And today we know this wasn't just superstition. Nuts really do stimulate cognitive processes. Let me remind you of the story of my 70-year-old patient, Helen. When she first came to see me, she complained of fatigue, brain fog, and frequent joint pain. I recommended a simple step. Replace her evening sweets with a handful of walnuts and a cup of herbal tea. After 3 months, Helen reported sleeping better, having energy to garden, and her memory had truly improved. She no longer forgot neighbors' names or family reunion dates. Moreover, her blood tests showed a nearly 20% reduction in her bad cholesterol levels. This case is not a miracle, but a confirmation that nutrition has enormous power. After age 60, calcium absorption in the body decreases, which is one of the causes of osteoporosis. But it's not just about calcium. Magnesium, phosphorus, manganese, and zinc are essential for strong bones. All of these elements are found in nuts. Almonds are especially beneficial. They contain more calcium than any other nut. Walnuts are rich in magnesium, which helps retain calcium in bones. Nuts also promote the production of collagen, a protein that makes bones and joints more flexible and strong. Monitoring glucose levels is especially important for older adults. Nuts help slow the rise in blood sugar after meals, reducing the burden on the pancreas. A Canadian study found that patients with type 2 diabetes who ate nuts daily experienced an 8% reduction in HbA1c levels, a measure of long-term blood sugar levels. This is a significant improvement. Other benefits of nuts: skin and hair. Vitamin E and fatty acids nourish the skin, reduce dryness, and improve the condition of hair. Many women over 60 notice smoother skin. Immunity. Zinc and copper in nuts support the body's immune system, which is especially important during cold and flu season. Energy. Protein and healthy fats provide long-lasting energy without sudden blood sugar spikes, which helps fight fatigue. What is the correct way to eat nuts? Eat them raw or slightly dried. Frying destroys vitamins. Avoid nuts with salt or sugar. This will negate the benefits. The norm is a handful per day, 30–40 grams. For better absorption, you can soak nuts in water overnight. Let's sum it up. Nuts are a small gift from nature that contains enormous power. Yes, they're high in calories. Yes, you can't eat them by the kilo. But a handful of nuts a day can replace a whole host of vitamins and support your health in ways even many medications can't. For the heart, this protects blood vessels, lowers cholesterol, and normalizes blood pressure. For the brain, clarity of thought, good memory, and prevention of dementia. For bones, strengthening and reducing the risk of fractures. For blood sugar, stability and support in diabetes. For skin and hair, nourishment from within and slowing down aging. Mrs. Helen's story is just one example among many. I've seen how nuts helped my patients feel younger and more energetic. And every time I'm convinced, the simplest foods have the most powerful effects. Let me give you a little advice. Don't wait for your doctor to prescribe new medications. Start today with this simple step. Eat a handful of nuts a day. In a month, you'll notice you feel more energetic. In 3 months, your blood pressure will improve. And in a year, you'll thank yourself for this habit. Remember, health isn't just one decision. It's hundreds of small steps. And nuts can be one of them. Dear friends, I want to hear your opinions. Do you eat nuts every day? Which are your favorites? Walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts, or pistachios? Share your thoughts in the comments. I really appreciate hearing your stories. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with new episodes as we continue to explore products that truly help maintain health after 60. This was Dr. Harold Benson. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. And may each day be filled with energy and joy.